Okay guys, we now need to focus on a detailed section through an external door and a strip foundation. I'll start from the bottom. Here we have our foundation, which we need to use concrete. So by drawing those triangles, I'm saying we are using concrete. Then we need to tap all that make these dots, because it then says this is what? Concrete. Then we move on into our slab. Our floor slab also uses concrete foundation. It also uses concrete foundation. Now this here is a foundation for your internal wall, because that is external. This is external wall. That's why they've used that type of foundation. But this type of foundation can also be used for the internal wall. But this is another type of foundation that we can use. So then we tap in there, we tap in there, we tap in there. Then we say our floor slab has been hashed. Now, we need to look at this line here. This line is your NGL line. What we then do is, on the inside, because they have not separated this for us, then what do we do then? We draw a line that separates your undisturbed earth and your hardcore fill. Then on the hardcore fill, we then use a 45-degree set square to draw our hardcore fill, and you use that side 45 degrees, and this cannot be done freehand. We must always use our 45-degree set square. All right, then we carry on until we finish everything on our hardcore fill. All right, obviously you'll carry on to that side. Now we get into our undisturbed earth. Undisturbed earth, we also use 45-degree angles, but 45-degree angles in freehand. 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Obviously, you'll carry on doing the same thing, right? So you do the same thing on the outside. 45 degrees. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Obviously, you have to fill that gap up. Now, finish with that. Now, let's get into our floor slab. So, what happens with regards to the floor slab and our screed, to be specific? This here is not supposed to be hanging there. The wall needs to be touching your floor slab. The internal wall must be touching the floor slab, which is why I draw this projected to the floor slab, and that must be projected to the floor slab. Now, that is your screed up to there. Now, with regards to what happens here, where we're going to have our door, this part here, the screed is now extended to that direction. Now, the screed level must be on the same level as to where we're going to place our door. That's why we don't close that down as compared to that there. Now, all we need to do now, we need to hatch the walls here, common brick, in terms of cutting the wall. So, it's 1, 2, jump, then we have 1 and 2. So hatching is complete. Now, here we have NGL, new ground line, or we can call it a ground line. That's enough. All right. Then here we can get an arrow and a leader. We are pointing that this is finished floor level, meaning that it's FFL. Now we need to put in our DPC. Now DPC comes in here on your slab, on your floor slab. That and that, all right, plus the vertical line, plus the vertical line. Now this is your DPC. Then you label on the outside DPC. So that has been completed. Now we need to hatch the internal wall. This wall here. We need to hatch this wall here. Internal wall. 1, 2. Again, 1, 2. Now, this is a typical door frame, wooden door frame. The actual size of the door frame is 135, 67, 45, and 55. Obviously, I've used the scale of 1:20 because your detail section will ask you on scale of 1:20. So I've divided these dimensions by 20, which gives me 6,75 for that. I've circled 6 because I'm going to use this 6. 67 gave me 3,35. I'm going to use 3. 45 gave me 2,25. So I'm going to use 2. And then 55 gave me 2,75. And I'm going to use 2. Although when you round off, you're getting 3 there, you're getting 7 there, you're getting 3 there, and you're getting 2 here. However, there's a reason why, which I will explain once I get into the wall, why I'm choosing to use this 6, 2, 2, and 3. Now, this way, it can be positioned like this in this particular drawing. So if we position it like this on this one here, it means it's going to open outwards. When we use this kind of, if it's positioned like that, it means the door is going to open inside the house. Okay, so now let us now draw this one here, which I'm saying that I'm going to use it for external door opening. So the size of my wall is 10 millimeters, right? So if I use 6, it means I'm going to be doing 3 on the left and 3 on the right hand side. So I need to measure half of 10, which is 5, so that I can get my 3 on the other side. 1, 2, 3, and then 3 on the other side. 1, 2, 3. So those 3 lines now can be drawn to the ground, or rather down to the screed. 1. For now we need 2 lines only. 2. So it means I've used this 6 here. So say 6, I've got 3 on either side. Now this here is 3 millimeters, right? So the 3 millimeters is coming down, all right? So we're going to measure 3 millimeters coming down. That's 3, that's the first one. And this one here, I said I'm going to use 2. Now, using the 2, so now I'm going to measure 2 millimeters. So, why did I choose to use 2 here and 3 here? Because if I round off here, I'm getting 3. If I round off here, I'm getting 3. So it means I was not going to get that distance. I was going to get the whole thing, because then it becomes one and the same thing. That's why I use the 2, and that's why I use the 3 on that side. So let's continue, because we want to complete this as quickly as possible. So this is project that across, and we also project that. Okay, now this here is 2 for that part here, just 2. So from the left hand side to the right hand side, I need to measure 2, and that is 2. So it means if I draw a vertical line, it comes up here. So at the moment, I've got a rough sketch of my door frame. Now this is my wooden door frame, which of course, to show that is wood hatching freehand, and this is my wooden door frame. And then just one more line that I need there, just one. Now this is my wooden door frame. It then says I need to make these other lines dark coming down. One, the door frame, this one here at the center, it's 2, and this one here, number 3. There. Please take note that it does not come to the floor slab. It only ends on your screed. The reason why you have to draw the screed first, so that the door can open. Alright, then this frame, it's saying that the door opens towards the outside. Now, above any opening, a door or a window or an arch, we need to have a precast concrete lintel. Because it's not given to us, again, we're going to assume in good proportion, not more than 5 millimeters. Let's assume that is our lintel height. Now, because it's an external wall, we've got to use 2 lintels. You may use one, but we've got to show 2 lintels because this is a load-bearing wall. Then, because it's known as a precast concrete lintel, then you can have the triangles and you can make the dots. And that becomes your concrete lintel. Now here, on the wall above the concrete lintel, we need to show hatching of the wall, which is also known as sectioning in common brick. And this is how we show an external door. Thank you for watching.